Imagine an attacker sitting on the other side of the world, somehow able to run their own code on your server. No physical access, no credentials, nothing but a network connection. That's remote code execution. It's usually pulled off through one of two routes: command injection or code injection. Think of RCE as the destination, not the journey. It's the end result attackers are after, while command injection and code injection are the actual roads that get them there. Both lead to the same place, but they exploit completely different parts of a system. We'll start with code injection. This happens when an application mistakes user input for actual code and runs it inside its own environment. Suddenly, the attacker isn't just a user anymore. They're rewriting how the program behaves from the inside. Take this small PHP-based calculator. Punch in 5 plus 3 and it hands back 8. Simple enough. But take a look at the function powering it and you'll notice nothing is checking what the user actually typed in. So rather than a harmless sum, someone could type 5 plus 3. System, open parenthesis, quote, cat/home/admin/desktop/password.txt, quote, close parenthesis, instead. And just like that, the app hands over the contents of a password file. Notice that all of this happens inside the application itself. That's the defining trait of code injection. Command injection plays out at a different layer entirely, the operating system. Anytime an app hands off a task to the OS using input it hasn't bothered to check, that's an opening. Here's a good example. An app built to show file information from an uploads folder. The file name is whatever the user types, and the app fetches the details by running ls-l behind the scenes. Sure enough, there's no validation here either. A single semicolon is enough. It closes off the original ls-l command and opens the door for a second one to ride along with it. Type in something like, "Who am I?" and the app will happily reveal which user account is powering the server. Different mechanics, same destination. Both code injection and command injection ultimately hand the attacker remote code execution. One does it by hijacking the application's logic. The other does it by reaching straight into the operating system. So that's two real examples of how this plays out: a bash command injection and a PHP code injection, both ending in remote code execution. And if you look closely, the cause behind both was identical. Nobody checked the input. It's still, by far, the most common slip-up in application security today. Got a question? Or just want to share your thoughts? Drop a comment. I genuinely enjoy reading them. Thanks for watching, stay secure, and catch you in the next one.